Oh my god, this thing flies, dude. No resistance whatsoever. I feel like I'm going 1,000 miles an hour, dude. Like seriously, this is like the best. Woo! Oh my god, look at this. Woo, what? Hey guys, welcome to another amazing episode of testing amazing little things like this. Look, this is the Pelican Kicker. It's a brand new boat, but it's very similar to the Pelican Getaway, which we have here in the channel before, but this is the fishing version. And I just put it together. I'm gonna take you through the whole process of putting this thing together, because we're gonna be doing some crazy videos with it, and I just had a brilliant idea about it, or should I say for it. But anyways guys, I hope you do enjoy this entire video, and we're gonna have multiple videos showcasing everything that this boat can do, and it's gonna be fun. So stay tuned, subscribe, do all the little things, and hopefully I don't fall when I get off this thing. We got this Pelican, brand new Pelican to the market. I think it's called the Kicker, and it's an incredible value, guys. This thing is under $1,000, and luckily for me, I don't have to deal with any major garbage stuff. The unboxing is gonna be quite simple and easy. Pelican Hydryve 2, it's right here. We're gonna be unboxing and setting that as well. Let's go ahead and get the seat out. I love this Pelican seat. It's simple and it just works. And I think this is a Selfinger idea. I mean, he probably got it from other places, but what I'm trying to say is that because of Selfinger, we have this thing he told Pelican about doing little things for the kayaks, you know. And this would just go here. Let me remove this back here, move it back. There you go. The seat is ready. That quick, that easy. I think it will be a good time to tell you guys I did not pay for this kayak. Pelican sent that over because I requested it. I wanted to make videos for you guys. This being a pedal drive kayak, of course, it's gonna have a drive and a rudder, and we're gonna have to install all that right now. Trying to remove all the plastics and stuff. You know how we do it here at the Aliex kayak shop. We just simply go with oversized tools, make sure that we take it easy. This is the rudder system, rudder instructions. Who needs instructions? We're just gonna do it. Let's see. Oh, hopefully we're not missing a nut. Okay, so we got another one right here. Boom. I wonder what is the measurement of this. Almost there, not quite there. Let's look for the other. Well, it's not quite 15, but it will do. There. Okay, we're good there. Now I like to have my right hand free. So this steering setup, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on my left. Maybe that's why I didn't want to have this, because I need a space for rod holders and stuff. Let's give it a little more looseness so we have more space to work with, and to put it back. Super easy. Let's go ahead and work on the drive. Set the drive up, and then the only thing I have to worry about is the rudder system. And why not set up the drive right here? So one thing you gotta understand with these drives, well, two things. One is that they could break if you use them on shallow water, and then you could feather them and all that stuff, but you gotta be careful because you could hit a rock or hit something solid, and you could break the drive. And some of that breakage is not under warranty, so you know, you don't want to be breaking them. The other thing is that this is based on the Hobie All Mirage Drive Tech. It's not gonna be as smooth as other pedal drive like the Hobie ones. Fully remove your pedal drive before beaching the kayak. Fully remove the pedal drive in shallow water. Eliminate all risk damage to your Hydryve system. Hydryve system is not designed to float, so always put a strap on it. The Hydryve is not designed to resist against significant impact, and Pelican is not responsible for damage to impacts from rocks, floating objects, debris, and grounded, or if used in an abusive manner. So you're basically responsible for the drive. Like if you know there's a rock there and you're going hard and you break it, that's on you, you know. If you're pedaling normally and there's no damage to it whatsoever, but it breaks, then I'm assuming that will be something that will be covered under warranty. And the reason why I'm saying this here, and I know it sounds boring, is because I'm just trying to save you from trouble. Don't think that because you just bought this and you take it out on the water and you don't take care of it and you hit something, you destroy it, that the company's gonna just give you a new one. They won't. And then what's gonna happen is you're gonna go online and complain about it, that, oh, the drive sucks. Oh my god, I thought it was, oh dude, I thought that it was gone. See, this is what I was talking about, the rudder system here. This is the pieces I needed to finish that install. Whew, well, I thought that I lost it somehow, somewhere, you know, in the shipping, but no, it came with a Hydryve. I had a little thing telling me, check the Hydryve box, maybe it's in there. And I guess I was right. So let's talk about the Hydryve 2. Look at this. This thing is very solid. I like, oops, what was that? All right, this bolt fell. It's very solid. It looks like the build quality is up there. This is probably, I don't know what version this is, but definitely version 2, but I don't know what iteration of the version this is. Look at this solid piece of aluminum. It looks neat and nice. This is cool. I like this. I smell higher quality than before for sure. The smoothness on the water, well, that we'll have to figure it out when we get to the water. But to set this up is very easy. Just put it in there, find a hole, choose a level. All right, this is level, I'm assuming level 3. It doesn't have numbers. Let's go ahead here and find level 3 again. There you go. Now we're talking. Are we level? Yes, we're level. Now we just need to make sure these cranking arms are fully attached where they need to be. This is like one of the easiest installations that you can have ever. And if we look at the manual, it will tell you exactly what size socket you need. Let's do that like in 10 seconds. Let me put this bolt through. Bro, this the build quality of this feels a lot like a professional build quality. 15 millimeters, the one that I don't have. Well, I do have 15 millimeter. I was using it. It's right here. Boom. Yay. You don't want to like over tighten this thing and break it into 1,000 pieces. Fire in the hole. Put this back. Okay, all right. Did I cut myself again? Of course I cut myself again, because it wouldn't be an Aliex video if I didn't cut myself again. For the 1 billion time, I need to find a nut for this. We're gonna do that. That one is definitely lost. I'm going 1,000 miles an hour because I am going 1,000 miles an hour. I'm trying to do all this stuff, get all this stuff done before the boat show tomorrow, because on Wednesday, today is Tuesday, tomorrow is Wednesday, on Thursday we're going over to Bahia Honda State Park and we're gonna camp. And guess what kayak I'm taking on this magnificent, and hopefully I don't fall when I get off this thing. Boom. Before we set up the rudder, I want to test something. And since I'm a professional, I found these black ones, so I'm gonna put both of them black. We're gonna go ahead and get this to here. No need to look at instructions because I'm a professional, remember? Hopefully I do this right. I think it's underneath. Hey, no cheating, no looking at instructions. To say you're a professional. Well, professionals sometimes they look at instructions, you know what I'm saying? So I just need a picture of the, see, it's underneath. I was right. See, should have just kept going with my own professional assessment. Man, so much for professional. Oh my goodness, it's so much fun. All right, so we do have this little cutting here, so the nut goes there, and then with a screwdriver should be able to do the deed. Oh my god, this is so easy. A caveman could do it. If I remember correctly, when I was setting up the others, Pelicans, Hydryve and stuff, H2 110 H2 something, forget the name, the 130, I remember this being super easy to set up, like a super easy setup. And compared to other kayak companies, like Pelican was doing an amazing job with this super easy to install rudder systems. So like when I was looking at it, when I was unboxing, I was like, something is not right here, something is missing. So you just go, this is how easy it is, guys. You just go through there, right? And then gotta make sure that you have both of them, right? So you just fit this through here. Yeah, this too. Then what I like to do is just put this over here, lock it down so it doesn't move out of place. Make sure you turn this straight, and then over here all you have to do is just lock it down. You could leave it like this, or you could just route the cable through here so it goes inside. Okay, even though you have a fancy drive right here, a lot of people gonna ask if this boat could handle this, the Hobie Mirage Drive 180. Let's drop it in, see what happens. Push down a little bit, and I think it's handling. Let's see if we could like use it. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, so I think we need to move the arcs. Let's put it at 6. See what happens. Yep, feels good. Yes, you could use it. There you go. We're gonna be doing a proper water demo with all this stuff, so stay tuned. Why do I keep saying stay tuned? You know what to do. To take it out, looks like you do need to make a little bit of an effort, but it's plastic, it should give. Well guys, I know a lot of you love your pedal drives to exercise and do all the fancy stuff you like to do. Sometimes I like to exercise, and we're gonna be doing our review of this boat as is supposed to be done, but I want to fish too. Look at this, guys, look at this. See this? This is gonna allow me to put the fancy outer boat system on this boat. That's right, we're gonna motorize this thing. And how am I gonna do it? Simple. I got straps. bro, like I'm serious. There you go, dude. This right here is impressive. Like for a quick setup to get GPS control on your any boat. Hey, welcome to the walkthrough review portion of this video. It was supposed to be filmed on location in the Florida Keys, but when we tried to get there, there was a fire, so we're gonna get there. But I mean me, myself, and I. But guess what, guys? I know everything there is to know about this kayak, or something like a kayak. So I'm gonna jump behind the camera and tell you everything you need to know. Let's go. Look at this. Is this a kayak? Is this a paddleboard? What is it? You know what? It doesn't matter what it is. What it is a fun fishing watercraft. I'm gonna call it a kayak. Why? Because we got a kayak seat, we have a drive, and we have rod holders. We also have an open tank well where you could drop in a milk crate or a cooler or anything you want, because look at that, it is huge. And then you also have a fancy rudder system, which is super easy to use. You just drop it in. If you go and hit shallow or something, it's just gonna kick up. You're not gonna destroy it, and then it's gonna go back down to where it needs to go. This boat with this rudder system, you see the cables here, it was super easy to put together, as you saw me do it earlier. It turns on a dime, dude. It just works. Like this system here is on top of the boat, you see that there, and it just works. I have it on my left because I like to have my right hand available for fishing. I hold my rod with my right hand and I reel with my left hand. So if I had this system right here on the right, it's a problem. Like I can't function like that on the water. So it is super cool that this system allows you to set this steering handle either on the left or your right, because a lot of people are lefties or they want to use a different hand. So having that option is huge. I'm gonna give you more information about the seat later, but I want to keep going forward. If you look at this open canvas, look at that. You got so much space right here to do your thing. But the reason why you want to buy this Kicker 110 Hydryve is the Hydryve is the Hydryve. This one right here is the Hydryve 2 version 2.0 because it's been refined. And when I was unboxing this one, I could tell that they really work on it. Like this aluminum cranks are super sturdy, they're super strong. I think they're aluminum. I mean, it looks like it's aluminum. I like the orange color and the design. These fins are wide as well. Maybe they were a little longer, you have more power coming out of it, but at the same time, if you have longer fins, you're gonna have to work harder. You know, you may be going faster, but you have to put in the effort. There's more resistance. But this one is really nice, man, for what it is. Because I always say on my videos, I really enjoy the Hobie Mirage Drive 180, not so much these. But it's not a bad deal. It's not a bad deal. I mean, for $1,000 with this drive included, it is a crazy deal. I think it's around $1,000. Check the affiliate links down in the description to check current pricing, because if you see this video in 2030, maybe it's not $1,000 anymore. So now that we're here, we do have, see, the handles act as gear tracks. I'm sorry guys, I don't know what happened to my boat. I don't know. I had it in the truck and something happened to it. I think I bumped it up with stuff, or I don't know. Anyways, if you see a different coloring or stuff like that, your boat is not gonna come from the factory like that, okay? Just want to put that out there. So these handles here are nice, and you could put in the clipper for your paddle if you want to do that. I think I'll rather just have it clean. I'll put the paddle somewhere else because I want to use this to put either a camera mount or some sort of rod holders or something. But you have the option. You got gear tracks. These are like 18 inches, and like right here on the back, you could definitely put a rod holder to yeah, to make it easier on you guys. But you do have 2 flush mounted rod holder, and if you put a black pack, you're gonna have the option of adding 4, 8, maybe 16 more. And how many rods are you gonna take out on the water on a system like this? Probably 2, because I would say this is your easy fishing watercraft. This is something that you want to take on the water because it's light, because it's not heavy at all, and you just want to go for easy fishing. So let's talk about the sort of speeds that you should expect out of this boat. I think if you go really fast at the hardest you can push it, you're gonna be seeing 5 miles an hour. If you go easy, lazy, like not even moving, you're gonna go between 2 to 2.5 miles an hour. If you take it at a moderate pace, where you're putting a little bit of effort, but you're not killing yourself, something you can maintain for a long time, you're definitely going to be looking at between that 3.5 to 4 miles an hour. The 5 miles an hour, I think, is not sustainable. That's for easy, quick burst, you know, when you have to like get out of the way or something. But yeah, for the most part, you're going to be looking at 3.5 to 4 miles an hour without breaking too much of a sweat with the drive. If you do get something like the Hydryve, you're gonna expect probably about the same speeds, but it will be easier on yourself because it's an easier drive to use. Now the seat is where this thing takes the cake. This seat from Pelican, you see it on other kayaks that they have, is very nice. It's very comfy. I like that this is solid here, so you don't get caught, you know, with these things. When you sit here, it's gonna feel nicer. The backrest is really nice, and you got all the support you need. And right here on the back, you could like fold this like this and sit in here and kind of have that perch seating, which is really nice, by the way. It comes in handy a lot, because you know what I call this? 360 lazy man, not lazy, poor man 360. Because what happens is when you sit here, right, and you're looking forward, you could just turn around and sit on the back and cast that way, or you could sit on the side and cast that way. Watch out for, yeah, don't flip over. Test the limit of your boats. I think this is fairly stable for me. I'm able to stand up and do my thing, but I also developed some sea legs. You know, you may not have the same level of stability that I have, but this right here is really nice. And then you got cutouts to put your pliers and stuff like that if you want to. And the seat, this one doesn't have it, but the other Pelican seats, they used to have pockets and stuff. This one doesn't have it, but it's really nice. The boat is pretty much weightless. I mean, let's talk about it. The weight, 59 pounds. It is 10.5 feet long, and the capacity is 300 pounds. I'm assuming that 300 pounds is after they take into account the whole weight, the drive weight, and the seat weight. It's gonna leave you with 300 pounds of capacity. And you gotta watch out for that, because this boat is not, you know, you see how thin it is here. If you're 400 pounds, this probably gonna be underwater. So watch out for that, you know, watch out for how much you weigh. So I will definitely pay attention to that maximum capacity. Another thing that I would say is Pelican gets a lot of, I don't know, comments for doing thermoform, where they put 2 pieces of plastic together and they fuse it. And I want to push back against that, because I have, look, this is a Pelican Catch Power that is a prototype and I'm supposed to destroy, but as you can see, we didn't accomplish our mission. We tortured this thing, we hit it with hammers, we melted, like we put fire on it, we did a bunch of torture tests on this thing, and we patched it up and took it on the water, and it floated. And still here, and I don't want to get rid of it. And it's the same construction, you know, and this thing survived all that torture testing. I just want to talk to you guys about that, so you know what I'm talking about. We tested these things. This is just not gonna break apart. You could like drag this thing all over the place and you will have a problem. And what I really like about how Pelican makes their boats is that since it's 2 pieces, they're gonna put the bottom piece first, put foam all over the place where you normally would stand on, and make the deck firmer, and then put the second piece on top, fuse it together, and boom, you got a boat that feels stronger, feels nicer than many rotomolded kayaks. because you could like do more stuff to it. So I wouldn't be concerned about the fact that this is a thermoform kayak. I'll be happy that it is, actually, because Pelican says that right here where the two parts meet, that is actually the strongest part of the kayak, because you're fusing together two pieces, making it stronger. And I believe them because I tested it. So if you have any questions about this boat, let me know. I'm gonna be doing another video, which is gonna be the taking it on the water, fishing, and doing some fun stuff with this, and that will be on the channel soon. And if you want to learn more about it, check the affiliate link down in the description. See you over there.